What's up, everybody? Professional wrestler Chris Wild back with another video on Eagles News Now. Fresh out of the gym with my Reign energy drink. And I want to make this video as short as possible because I'm in the middle of watching the Philadelphia Phillies opening game for the 2020 season. It's awesome to see sports back on the TV, even if the fans are cardboard cutouts. I'm digging seeing some live sports again. And it looks like we're going to see some football this year as the NFL and the Nflpa have finally come to an agreement on some of the safety issues and opt-out issues that the players were worried about. The NFL released a statement that they have agreed with the Nflpa on some things, and I want to get to that right now. Let's dig right into it. Now, going back a couple videos ago, I talked about how these guys were at odds, and one of the biggest things was the opt-outs. Like, it wasn't clear how this was going to work for the players. So basically, there are two categories of opting out of the season. There's the high-risk opt-out, which is basically for players that have severe asthma, type 2 diabetes, sickle cell, basically high-risk medical conditions already that will make them more susceptible to COVID-19. So basically, they can opt out, and that'd be $350,000 that they'll get paid for the opt-out. This will, if they opt out with a high risk, if they are high risk category opt out, easy for me to say, they will still get credit for the season. Then there's a voluntary opt out. If players just don't feel safe playing football, they'll get a $150,000 salary and no accrued credited season. So that there's that. The players were also concerned about a physical amp up. They wanted 18 days of amp up. Or I'm sorry, the NFL offered 18 days. The players wanted 3 weeks. Basically, they settled on 20 days of amp up with 14 padded practices. Now, the amp up is important because you can't just run into a padded practice with no training camps, no nothing. I mean, you're more susceptible to injury. So basically now, the player, you're going to have a couple weeks of strength and conditioning for these players before they ever get into pads and helmets. So that was agreed upon. Also, other important notes, there'll be 16-man practice squads. At no time will there be more than 80 players in the facility. So, you know, coaches are going to have to schedule practices a little bit differently than they have in the past. Also, we talked about this 80 players. Rosters have been cut down to 80 players, or should be cut down to 80 players. They have until August 16th, actually my brother Trey's birthday, to do that. So that was a big thing for players as well. Anything else I'm seeing here? Looking over through some notes. No, that's pretty much the basic issues that the players had, and they were able to come to an agreement on this, which I think is awesome because it's just another step to football actually happening. As I believe we're going to have a season no matter what, guys, but it was a big step there. So that's it for today, man. I'm going to go back to watching Bryce Harper and the Philadelphia Phillies. I hope everybody is doing the same or finding something that makes them happy and takes their mind off the world today. Everybody stay safe. Go Birds, and I'll see you later.
E-A-G-L-E-S Eagles! E-A-G-L-E-S Eagles!
I need Eagle Nation to stand